The air and water flowing hard, the land we call our home. Push to keep the dark from coming, feel the weight of what we owe. This, the song of sons and daughters, hide the heart of who we are. Making peace to build a future, strong, united, working till we fall. The air and water flowing hard, the land we call our home. Push to keep the dark from coming, feel the weight of what we owe. This, the song of sons and daughters, hide the heart of who we are. Making peace to build a future, strong, united, working till we fall. And we're all left, and we're all adrift together, together.
Hey guys, Mike the Mank here with another Warframe video. Now firstly, let me get this out here for you. Firstly, apologies for the lack of content on the channel recently. Life's been a little bit kind of busy for me. Been a lot of things going on in the pipe work, so it's been a little bit of an issue, a little bit of a problem for me to get regular YouTube content out there for you guys. So for that, I do apologize. If you've stuck around, if you're still enjoying the content and still support the channel, I very much appreciate it. I will try my best to get more content out there for you as often as possible, and we'll keep you guys updated on social media when I do. Regardless, I appreciate every single one of your support, every single one of the comments, and yeah, thanks very much for that. So let's talk about the big news, shall we? And that is Fortuna. Now, we got the reveal at obviously the yearly TennoCon, which is the big convention of Warframe, of DE, coming together, celebrating Warframe with its fans, and we got a glimpse of Fortuna, which looks absolutely incredible. It's something I'm very, very excited for. I was absolutely buzzing with excitement when I saw the footage, and the footage looks amazing. I mean, it's given us a glimpse of what we can expect. It gives us a glimpse of what type of characters we're going to be encountering. It gives us a glimpse of, you know, new secondaries that we can build, for example, which was massively exciting. New quests, new mods, new factions, new enemies. There was so much content in the reveal, and it was unbelievable. As well as that, the epic intro music was also pretty awesome. The footage here is showing Fortuna for you guys in case you haven't seen it, in case you've been living under a rock for like the past 2 weeks or not had the chance to see it. Then this is some of the footage. Again, this is something new with a now craftable mower pet, which is a thing. It's going to be a thing. So that was exciting to see and to look at. The environment obviously just looks amazing, looks gorgeous. It's got like kind of, you know, Blade Runner-esque aesthetic about it, which looks amazing. The fact that there seems to be a lot more lore behind some of these characters, as opposed to, not that the Plains was average, but it wasn't really developed, in my opinion. I thought that the Plains was kind of like a, you know, it was like a beta test. It was kind of like a, how far can we push Warframe to be open world? Fortuna, however, looks like, you know, this looks like the whole confidence of the dev team now, that they know what to do in terms of an open world, and they're going full 100% on Fortuna in terms of the scale, in terms of activities, in terms of bounties, in terms of lore, in terms of stories and characters. And it really seems like this is a combination of the Plains and the practicing of making an open world, and now this is kind of the whole thing coming together. So for me, I was super excited to see Fortuna, to see what is in store for us, which is not actually that far away, I believe. I believe that we could be getting Fortuna, it looks like this year. So, you know, again, it's massively exciting to get new content. And as someone who's played the game from launch, then it's super, super nice to get brand new content, work up brand new bounties, meet brand new factions, and all that good stuff. So Very, very excited for that. The other big news as well, I've got footage of this, obviously this is from the dev stream, and this was a massive, massive surprise for me. I'd heard rumours of it, I'd heard obviously Steve had mentioned something like this in some of his streams, and for me personally watching that, I was like, oh, I would love to have that in the game. I didn't really think it would be a thing. So you can imagine my surprise when I actually saw a Tenno gunship appear at the end of the reveal of Fortuna. The fact that you can go in that and pilot it with some friends or, with teammates and essentially be Star Trek on Warframe is just unbelievable. And the thing that I keep telling people the most, especially people that have not played this game yet, I constantly tell people, this is a free-to-play game. There is so much content in this game that they should charge you for this. And I'm very surprised they don't, because there's so much content in this game now. The addition of this is just going to bring so much more to do. Going now into the footage, this is some of the footage now from the dev stream. This is obviously some of Fortuna. There's some of the spidoids, I like to call them. The new creatures, the new enemies, which look really menacing and very creepy, especially if you're an arachnophobe. So there's some of the new enemies. Just the whole aesthetic of Fortuna and Venus, it just looks unbelievable. The scale and the scope of it looks incredible. And detail, there's so much more detail you can already tell there is in Fortuna than there is in the Plains. The Plains is a nice looking place, don't get me wrong, but there are elements of it where it looks really barren. And again, it has that look about it of a dev company that is, it's trying on new shoes, basically. It's trying to figure out whether or not that the game can handle it. And my God, can this game handle Fortuna, and handle it very well. So here's a little bit more footage for you. I can't remember what they said that the funnel thing was. I know it's something to do with the atmosphere, I believe. But there's a bit of footage coming up in a minute that I've edited and I've put in. And there's one life or quality life of change that I love the most. And that is now that when you're in the open world, you don't have to go back to, for example, Fortuna or the base of operations. They're actually now put scouts or Solaris United agents, as the game says, in random bases for you to, instead of traveling miles and miles and miles to get back and finish a quest, you can just speak to these guys. And that is after playing so much of Plains and having to go through the doors and, go in and out, in and out, in and out. Such a great quality of life change to put them in there. Another quality of life change, which is insanely fun, and again, another innovative way of getting around, is the introduction of hoverboards. And this for me got me really excited. Because it looks really cool. For some reason, it strangely works for a Tenno. I don't know why. It really does work. And it just looks really cool. Include the Back to the Future music and references now if you want in the comments. But it just looks really, really cool. And another layer of activities here that I'm going to show you right now. They've now included Monster Hunter-esque missions or activities for you to do in the open world. And these can happen just randomly. And, you can capture these things and get bounty rep for it. They leave the little poop samples, and you literally have to track these beasties down and find them. And for doing so, it's the same way as in catching the fish in the Plains. I'm assuming is that if you capture them, you get bonus rep, or you get more rep for the faction in that area, or whoever is buying and selling the creatures. So that's such a cool mechanic to bring into this game, and that's what I love about Warframe, is it's continuously changing every single time that they bring in new content. They are adding more and more and more things to do. And I would not be surprised that now that they've added this mechanic into this, that they introduce it into the Plains. Because you probably could. They probably could do it. But to add an element like this it's just super fun. It just makes being in this environment and being in this location much more worthwhile. And you want to be there. That's the big thing, is that you want to constantly be there. So for me, huge thank yous, huge dibs to DE for what they've created so far. For what they've created in Fortuna. Here at the moment, you'll see obviously the new beasties, the new spidoids. These are little critters, really sneaky, fast-moving little things. But again, it's a different mechanic. It's a different enemy to fight. It's not It's not the usual Grineer, it's not the usual Corpus, it's not the usual corrupted enemy. I mean, it's a brand new enemy that we've not seen before, and it's something that's challenging, it's something that's new, something that's fresh, and again, it's a detriment to DE and their continuous aim of creating fresh content, and that's why for me I'll always class DE as one of the best dev companies, because don't get me wrong, I have my issues with them. I have issues with some things that they do not get me wrong, but for creating Warframe content, I'm never disappointed, and that's the honest truth. So we've got the new monsters. Can't remember whether they gave them a name. I think they did. I can't remember what they were called, unfortunately. So my bad on that, but I can't remember. And here is the end of the Fortuna reveal, and I thought, oh, okay, that's it. That's going to be the end of it. Boy, was I wrong. And, we'll get the little title thing in a minute. I mean, as you can see, the scale and the scope is just incredible. It really is incredible. The detail, they've done such a great job with it. And there was me, I was sat there thinking, oh, that's Fortuna, awesome. Look forward to it. That's the next content that I'm eagerly excited to play. And I was sat there pleasantly content with what I'd seen. I was very, very happy with it. And like I said, boy, was I wrong. As in a minute, you'll see the thing that literally, it was like a custard pie in my face. Yes, I couldn't believe it when I saw it. And the thing that's amazing is, I believe that DE Steve mentioned that they weren't going to show this. That less than 2 weeks ago, this content, this footage, wasn't even ready to be shown. That the entire team was nervous the most about showing RailJack, because it just wasn't finished. It wasn't running as well as they wanted it to do. So to see this, my God, I couldn't speak. I literally couldn't speak. At first I thought, oh, is it just a brand new ship? Are we just getting a brand new ship or something? You'll soon see. And here we are with other people. Straight away you'll see. And as soon as I heard Ordis say that, I was blown away. Absolutely blown away by it. The views, just everything about it. It's every sci-fi, Star Trekky, Star Warsy fanboy's dream. To have this in this game is just incredible. And there's so much to do on this as well. I mean, you'll notice some of the stuff in a minute in some of the footage that I'm showing. There's things like you have to command everybody as to where they want to go. You have to command the amount of power and, functions that are going to be available for each area, I assume. So there's so much to do. And just the aesthetics and the looks of it and the graphics in a minute. When it goes up in the sky and it looks incredible. It really does. And I said this a couple of weeks ago. For other sci-fi games, right, your big developers, I ain't going to mention names because it's not fair to do so. But having seen this, the big dev companies in the world have to step up their game, because this game is made by less than a couple of hundred people, and this is some serious content. And we're getting serious content every update now. It ain't stopping anytime soon. Now, for them to produce this on the amount of people that they have working for them astounds me. It really does astound me. And it shows how dedicated that they are to the game and its future. This whole bit I was blown away by. I was absolutely, I couldn't even speak. Like, I daren't, because I wanted to get everything in. I wanted to soak every last bit of image that I could. The fact that you can pilot it, you've got other players that are in their guns or gunships, and they're powering them and they're defending you. You've got somebody that might be doing, I don't know, auxiliary or power options or something like that. I didn't know if that was shown, or I couldn't remember whether that was shown. You've got obviously the pilot here that's shooting the mines, I'm assuming, or the gunships, so that you can then get to the other big news, which is coming up. I think it is right in a minute, or this could be the footage where they're going in the other gunship. But the other footage in a minute of somebody diving out of the ship and going into another, as opposed to, a corpus vessel. This, I couldn't believe it, guys. And this is made by a couple of hundred people. Like, seriously, you big dev companies, what the hell are you doing? Like, look at this as an example. This is what, as gamers, this is what we want. We want a dev company that's passionate about what they make. Here we see, obviously, a barrier that I think the Corpus have put up. So what now enables the other person in the 10-0 gunship to do is then to reduce, I would say, the power or the auxiliary to make sure that they can get through that. So teamwork is a massive thing in RailJack. It seems to be a massive, massive thing. The fact that you can actually see the other player on the map as well is amazing, because obviously you can see what they're going to be facing. But the fact that you can just go into this gunship and you can just take everybody out, wreck everybody, sabotage whatever it is that they're doing, it's just unbelievable. I can't describe how excited I am for RailJack. It looks incredible. It really does. I mean, I don't know whether they've confirmed whether it's going to be called that. It could well change. I have no idea. I know at the end of this video that is what it's called, but it just looks incredible. Like the sabotage guy, I am going to try and be this person or this player every time we play this mission because it looks so cool. It really does. You can imagine that there's a lot of communication here between each of the players. Obviously, the guys in the 10-0 gunship have to be constantly taking out debris or mines or guns or whatever it is to make sure that the 10-0 that's in the ship itself can survive. And here's the cool bit, because obviously they use their uber laser weapon to completely decimate this ship now. Now there you see it changing. And then they go into the mega gun, the mega laser, to destroy obviously the core reactor of that ship, which is going to completely decimate that ship, which it does. There's the cool explosions, the new particle effects in full effect there, which looks amazing. Just the fact that you just run out, it looks like a Michael Bay film with space ninjas. It just looks incredible. It really does. And there we see the shot again of the 10-0 gunship. And then at the very end, the good old Star Trek-esque. And that's it. That's RailJack, guys. So I'm super excited. I'm very, very excited. Let me know how excited you are in the comments if you are indeed. If you're new to Warframe, make sure that you check out their dev stream. If you're new to Warframe in general and you want any tips or any advice, good news, I have loads of guides at the minute in this channel that will help you if you are a new player. Weapons guides, guides on where to start, how to get plat, all that good stuff. So if you are a new player to Warframe, make sure to check them videos out. I will put a link in the description. But yeah, guys, let me know how excited you are. Let me know what you're excited for the most. And hope you've enjoyed the video. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.